JavaScript. So when we're talking about JavaScript, we're talking about a very key aspect in coding as a whole, especially in the aspect of programming language. For me, let me go to my gamma.app. So JavaScript. Okay, so this will come up. Okay,
So the link you sent yesterday, I hope you can still download through that link.
sure. I will resend it. Just click on the link. You understand?
Yeah, I'm already there.
Just click on the link. So let me show you how it's going to look like when you click on the link. I'm coming. Let me resend it on people.
I'm downloading this already.
Okay, that's nice. So let me resend it on the group. Where did I even put it, Seth? Okay, I think it should be around here. Yeah, so
Let me.
Node.js.
I think I'm on the. Let me help you to mark it.
Okay, no problem. I've seen it already.
Okay.
So okay, let me proceed right okay, so now what is JavaScript right now? Is a dynamic programming language that is used for web development in web applications. It's used for web development, it's used for web applications, it's used for game development. It allows you to implement dynamic features on web pages that cannot be done with only HTML. When we're talking about mad interactivity, we're talking about JavaScript, website interactivity, JavaScript. So now, if you see some of these features, you understand, like for example, I want to donate, I want to select this payment gateway, PayPal, to carry out whatever transaction I need to carry out. Now, some of this authentication alongside JavaScript and the scripting language that we are working with our backend are being what? So like me now, I'm a React developer, so I use React instead of JavaScript. You can't understand JavaScript. Sorry, you can't understand React if you don't understand JavaScript. So just like how I was showing you guys yesterday on that momentum site that is coming. I think I showed you guys a particular site that I built. That so now this site, if you observe it crystal clear, now this site, most of all the interactivity you are seeing here, all this stuff here, so all this interactivity, mostly done with JavaScript. Is that clear? Yeah. So a part of you building a website, it has to be dynamic. When you're talking about dynamic websites, JavaScript is involved. So automatically, if you understand, your site is not dynamic enough, it can just be static. It is limited actually. There's limited to what you can actually give out. So what you should know is that when building a website, interactivity is everything in a website. API consumption, which is dynamic implementation, they are everything in a website. At a point, I don't really just import image, you understand? What I do is that I consume the API. What I do is that most times I just convert those images into JSON data that I just consume them with agents. All these things are being implemented dynamically. on a website. So now, what's the web look like without JavaScript? So now, without JavaScript, all you would have on the web just HTML, CSS. This alone limits you to a few web page
Mr. Mike,
implementation. Yeah, I'm listening.
yeah, I in an attempt to install this in, I have some questions here.
Okay, if you want to install it, share your screen for me. You don't just install it like that. Share me your screen.
Okay,
Yeah,
how do I
so
do that?
okay, let me show you how to share your screen. Okay, can you see my screen now?
Yes, sir.
Now, do you see this place my cursor is? We are presenting this
Okay,
icon. Yeah, so click on these icons. When you click on it, it will bring out an option like share everything. So you select it. So from there, you can take it off.
okay.
Yeah.
Uh,
Okay, have you?
yes, sir.
Okay. So now go to the
This is it.
yeah, yeah. So click on the stuff here. Okay. So yes. So select next. Let me see. Next. No, no, no. Don't tick it. Don't tick it. Next. Install. Okay. So that's that. So you can unshare. So just click on that same stuff. So it's not like stop sharing. So once it's done installing, you will see it.
All right.
Yeah. Okay. So right now, let me show you guys something. So right now, let me go to my command line. So let me come here. Type CMD. That's CMD. So that's command prompt. So now from here now, I'll now type to be sure that yes, JavaScript is installed on my system environment. So I'll type node, placing it, then space, hyphen, and then I press enter. So you can see it is telling me the version of JavaScript. So if you now you try it out, it's going to bring out something like not recognized. You grab. So because of mine is in the system, that was why it actually brought out a specific version of JavaScript in my system environment. So let me close this down. So now let me go back to my presentation. So now let's talk about a JavaScript course overview quickly. Now, are you ready to level up your web development skills? Sorry, someone raised up
Mike,
their hand. Yes, yes,
Mike,
Calvin.
how are you? How are you?
Yes, yes, I can hear you. I'm fine. I'm fine.
Uh, I'm not into JavaScript so much, but I'm into Python. So
Okay, okay, that's nice. That's cool. Yeah, I'm a
yes,
Python
but I
programmer.
can follow. I can follow up. I can follow up. So don't worry, don't worry.
Okay. So one thing about web development is that if you are working on development, you can't escape JavaScript because the website itself is
Yeah,
JavaScript.
I know, I know,
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
know.
Also,
I
too, I'm a
understand.
Python programmer. I use Python for data analysis, and I also use it
And
for
I use Python for
Django.
data science. No, it's okay. It's all right. So
Okay.
let's move.
Okay, no
All
problem.
right.
Yeah. Okay, so now back to what I was trying to explain. Um, so now this comprehensive course is designed to equip students with the knowledge and skills needed to create what dynamic and interactive web pages from the fundamentals of writing JavaScript program to advanced topics like AJAX and web server communication. So let me present it properly so that we can see it clearly. Okay. Now, getting started with JavaScript. Now, right now, our first JavaScript program. We'll learn the basics of writing and adding JavaScript to a web page and understand how to track down errors effectively. So that's console.log. Express. There will be, checking it on our browser to see using document.getElement by ID. Now, the grammar of JavaScript statements, so known as the syntax, and then adding logic and control to your code. So I'm not really a talking type. Let me just quickly go straight to the point and do some practical illustration. For now, we'll be using our terminal console to output that. So I told you guys to install what's the name? Install to download Node.js and install it, and also install this extension called what? Code Runner. Yeah, that's Code Runner. So this is the extension. You can see it, Code Runner. So you guys should install this extension. So I will send it to the group chat. So that's Code Runner. So once you install it, it's going to appear as a play button, just like this. So now this is what we run once we actually want to, how will I put it? Once we actually want to run our code. So you see the practical illustration of what I'm trying to explain. So let me screenshot this and send it to the chat. You can get it down, Code Runner. Okay, so Code Runner. Now we move right now. So on our Code Runner, if you have installed your Code Runner, you come over here and you create a folder. So let's call it intro to JS. Okay, check if the recording is still on. Now intro to JS. So it's a app to JS, just like how we have index.html, we have style.css. So yeah. Now the app.js right now is the extension. Sorry, can you guys see my screen? Hello, Ope, 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 me.
I'm with you, sir.
Okay. Sorry, I just changed my network. I observed that I see this particular network is misbehaving. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so now let's proceed right now. As I was saying, so what was I even saying, Seth? Okay, so I created a folder just like how we have index.html, style.css. So we also have app.what.js. Okay, so now let's talk about data types in JavaScript. Okay, so the first data types we'll talk about is string data type. So these are we make comments in JavaScript. So we say what? String data type. Let me put this one here. Then we say what is JavaScript. So JavaScript is a programming language um, used to develop interactivity on web pages and also makes website dynamic. Okay. Now data type. Now talk about string data. Talk about numeric data type. So now in numeric data type, we have int data, we have float data. Then after that, we have string, we have boolean data, which is also known as true or false data. Okay, so a part of string data, numeric data, boolean data, also known as true or false data. We also have what you call array data type, used in collecting multiple data. So also to a part of array data, we have object data, so known as key value pair data. So everything about programming language is all about data, which is very key. One thing you should know about data is that if you're either storing data or you're either fetching data, everything about the website is data. You fill a form, you are putting your data in the form, and they are sending that data to a database. So now, or the admin in charge of that database will now be the one to, you know, go through data, all those job applications you're applying for online, all those stuffs, you understand? All those data you are sending, they are all going to a particular database. And that's how they fetch those data. So once you observe that the applications are so much, there's how to just fetch those have first class or those have second class upper. And then there's a command line also too that they can give. Delete data of those that have second class low and below. So and a part of that also too, there is a command line that they use again to fetch data with people that study the specific information that they are after. So the website is bigger than just designing HTML and CSS. It is way bigger than that. So now JavaScript is going to make you understand some certain context you need to get familiar with while working with data. Is that clear? I mean, see, what's wrong with you here? Most of people, I'm doing something. I'm paroni there. Okay. So now let's push forward right now. And the first thing I'll talk about is what string. So now what's string data right now? So and let me say we have three ways we declare variable in JavaScript. So three ways declare variable in JavaScript. So the first one is the var method. We have the let method, and we have the const method. So that's the three ways to declare variable in JavaScript. So string method, right? Push forward right now. So when I say var first name, and this first name right now is variable, just like mathematics. Okay, someone wants to ask a question.
Yes, Mike. Are
Okay.
you? Mike,
Yeah, I'm listening. Hello? Hello? Hello?
Mic check. Check, check.
Okay, check the group
Mic check.
chat.
Uh, can you get me? Mic check.
Sorry, I didn't hear you very well. What do you say?
And I was asking,
Yeah.
in whatever the steps you're taking, is that the algorithm or your thoughts? You are separating it so that you come up with an algorithm, or just the whole thing?
No, 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 no. You know, for now, I'm just touching the basics. You understand? Just the basics. Yeah.
All right, all
So
right,
we're
all
not even
right.
talking
Okay,
about the algorithm yet.
all right. Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so we proceed. Okay, so as I was saying about data type, so now when I say our first name is equals to, let me say Michael, then I say our last name is equals to, let me say Olomu. Okay, so I can now push further by saying console.log first name console.log, and I say last name. So once I run these two right now, you can see it came out as Michael, came out as Olomu. Now that's why I say you should install what code what runner. Is that clear? So now this code runner is what we use in running the code to get the what out. Now there's what we call string concatenation. Now what is string concatenation? Now I come around and I say our full name equals to that's to say first name plus what, and this empty string is to create spacing, last name. Then I'll now say console.log. I'll now concatenate it by saying his full name is, and I give a space plus what name. So I run it, you can see it, his full name is Michael. That's what about string. Yeah. I don't know if you guys have any question to ask before we proceed to what's the name? We proceed to the other data type, which is numeric data. So let me know if you guys have any other question you want to ask. Any question? Okay, so why there's no question right now, we push forward, then we talk about numeric data. So in numeric data, when I say var num1 is equals to 30, and then var num2 is equals to 40. Now under this numeric data, I'll talk about int data. So now numeric data, int data. So I can say console.log num1 multiplied by what? Num2. So I run it now. You can see it, we have 1000. Sorry, are you guys following? Hello, are you guys following?
Mic
Sorry,
check.
are you guys following?
Mic check. Check check.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Okay.
Okay, Ope, I can hear you. Mic check.
So I just talked about numeric data right now. Now the next thing right now we'll talk about after numeric data is float data. Yeah. So how does float data just like normal? So let me so I say float data. So when I say var um no, I've been using num since. Let me say let's num1 be equals to 5.5. Let num2 be equals to 4.5. So then I say console.log as num1 multiplied by what? Num2. So since I've used num1 and num2 at the other side, let me just change this one to num3 and this one to 4. So num3. So I run it now. You can see it. So that's what makes it float, the decimal. So now we push forward and we talk about the next data type, which is what? Boolean data type. So Boolean data type, talking about true, of course, that's what Boolean data type, true or false data. So please, in minutes, I want to know why this. Okay, now as I was saying right, I'm talking about Boolean data. So now, what does Boolean data does? So I say Boolean data. So in Boolean data type right now, I push forward by saying var is married is equals to false. Then var is not married is equals to what? True. So note it, as I said earlier, true or what? False. So you can see how the system recognizes it by giving it color blue. So these ones are variables. So I can say console.log is married, console.log is not what? Married. Okay, so once I run this now, you can see it just comes out in our code. So we push forward, talked about the next one, which is what? Array data, what? Array data type. After array data type, talk about the So array data type, as mentioned earlier, is a collection of what? Of multiple what? Data. So when I say var my datas is equals to, so let me say mango, let me say orange, let me say 25, let me say true is boolean. When I say console.log my datas, you can see it mango, orange, 25, and then okay. Now the next thing we'll talk about is object data type. So I say uh, my details is equals to, now it's represented by this curly braces, just like as the explanation of keep here value, keep here. So what do we do right now in this keep here value? So let me say I said full name. I come here, you see Ulu Michael. Let me say age. Let me just put 26. Is married. Let me put a boolean. Let me call it false. And then I can still go ahead and say uh, my fav game as an array. So football, volleyball, basketball. So you can see it. This object taking string data, numeric data, boolean data, and array what data. Once I run it now, I say console.log my details. So you can see it, we have this now. So is there any question you guys need to ask before we go for 10-minute break? We come back. So any question you want to ask?
All right. Thank you, Mr. Mike.
Yeah.
The question I want to ask is, you notice anytime you press your code finish here, you always run click display. Is it like the method you were using before, where by anything you do here will be seen on the other side?
On the browser,
That's
wow.
on live on the browser.
Yeah.
Now you see that that one cannot work for this JavaScript or what?
No. It
That we have
works
to do
actually.
by
It works.
display.
Now what Calvin was asking me a question earlier if I was working on algorithm. You understand? So I told him no, actually.
Okay.
I'm just trying to work on the bit. Now there's what we call manipulating and storing of data in every programming language, whether JavaScript, Python, C++, and the rest. Huh? So now what I'm doing right now is I'm just showing you guys the basic way of storing data. Is that understood?
Okay.
Yeah, so this is
Yes.
the basic way. And that's why if you can see, I told you guys earlier, we have different types of data. We have string data, numeric data, int data, float data. Are you seeing it? Boolean data, array data, object what? Data. These are the most common type of data that we use in programming languages. Hmm? Like in Python, Python tends to have list data. that is apart of list data, they have tuple data. They have lots of data which is being used. But in JavaScript, this is the common type of data that we use. Now, the function of this data is that once you are working with
All right.
programming language, everything works as a data. Is that understood? So, and the
Yes, sir.
main aim of those data is for you to know how to do what, how to process it. Yeah.
Right.
So that's it. So, any other question again? Any other question again? Okay. So, if there is, okay, yes, Calvin, yes, I'm listening.
Mike, hi.
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm
Sorry
fine.
to bother you guys with. No, this is something that is disturbing me. I'm currently preparing for a Turing interview on data challenge, but I believe you guys are the best place that I can be and share with them. I know we are doing HTML and CSS right
Uh,
now.
what is that? What is that now? Oh,
Sorry,
dude.
please, mute. Someone is communicating. Mute.
Yes, if I think we can make it stronger and just move forward as we proceed, it will
Okay.
really help a lot of us.
Yes. I understand. As I said earlier,
And
actually, the boot
I'm
camp
glad
is,
today I've joined you guys.
yeah, yeah. So,
Yeah.
as I said earlier,
So,
the boot camp was
yes,
meant to, make you guys understand some certain concepts and to know which particular area of technology
yes.
to specialize in. So, but irrespective of that, I've been given lots of information, Seth, compared to what I'm supposed to give for the boot. I just feel as though you guys should just have an overview of all the stuffs you're going to be playing with. If eventually you want to either go for coding and programming, or you want to go for UI UX or digital marketing. Exactly. Yeah.
No,
So that was why
it's
those
okay. It's okay.
videos, I recorded those videos so that people can easily go through to in case you have any questions, so you can review them over
Yeah.
and over again. Yeah. So that's it. So normal, we do have like 10 minutes break in every of our classes. So when we come back exactly after 10 minutes later, then we proceed properly. Yeah, so that's it. So if there is no more question again, um, if there's no more question again, we come back by 8 p.m. Yeah. So we continue the class and wrap up by 8 p.m. Exactly. So just a 10 minutes break. Is that understood?
You understand that that is 10 p.m. where I am.
Okay, no problem. So yeah, so that's 10 p.m. at your side. So we all are coming back by 8. Okay, thanks.
Okay.
Ah, Omo, Chikwa ti ban WhatsApp mi báyìí. Kọjọ o, kọjọ o.